Hello everybody, it's Kathy here from Beads, Boxes, and Beyond. Thanks for stopping in. Today I'm in my workroom and I just wanted to show you something that I'm working on. It's nothing new. This is out there, it's all on YouTube, but this is my version or the way that I'm going to be working with these. These are very large paperclip ephemera holders or additives that you put in your journals. Let me show you real quick here. If I open up my journal and they just clamp on to your page like this, and you can flip them up, or you can use it on either side of the page like this. Okay. Yeah, so it's just, it's something that's out there that other people have been doing all along. It's just that I decided to do it on a larger scale. Now, what I started out with is the paper clips. I bought a jar like this of gold, and I've got a lot of my other paper clips in here, but they were all gold paper clips, and they came in such a variety of different sizes. From, some of them were like really huge like this. What is that? That's a 4-inch paper clip right there. And then they go down, to just the normal sizes and all. But these were like a medium size. And they're about 3 inches. So that's a 3-inch paper clip. And I've had them around for a while. I was trying to figure out what I could do with them because they are so awesome being that big. So I decided to make these clips like this. And I want to do a, real quick step-through tutorial on how I did mine. But these are just a couple that I just recently finished. This one has a little pocket on the back, and it just has a regular little, tag in there. The front's just designed in my collage work. But I decided to make a little pocket on the side and add a card in there. Everybody, I like having all these little tuck spots and everything. And the same with this one. This one's just some collage work that I did, little pieces and stuff. This is actually, can you see this right here? This is actually a tag, a large tag, that I folded in half and put on the paper clip. I have a little tuck spot right here in the back. And then again, I made the tuck spot on the side right here with a tag. This is a ready-made tag that I picked up, I think at a thrift store or church or something, church thrift store. And it was just a pack of tags like this. And so I thought I can use those somehow in my artwork. So that ended up, the color just really pulled out some of the red that I have, and it coordinated very well. So that's why that tag is in there. And you could very easily put a tassel or anything you want on this end. And then this one here, I sewed a button on. And this is the tag, like I said. This I found a packet of these. They were for like a recipe card, a cooking or something like that. So I ended up taking one of the cards, and of course I cut it down so it would fit inside. And then I just covered up what was written on those with a piece of paper here. And I put, an eyelet in there and put the safety pin. And I thought eventually the safety pin, I'll end up putting some kind of a gem or just something. Or I could just leave it like that, whatever. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing these. So I'm going to do a real quick, hopefully quick, on how I did this. I just got a remnant piece of scrapbooking paper. It doesn't need to be two-sided, but I would suggest doing something on the hefty side, the cardstock type. So when we do this, you see there's a piece of the paper clip that goes straight across. This is like a half side, so you don't want to put it there. You want to make sure it goes around that part right like that. Okay, and then that way I always do mine in one direction, this direction, maybe because I'm right-handed, I don't know. But you can do it either way. It doesn't matter. I just prefer that way. So, so what we're going to do, after I cut this out and made sure it fit the width of the paper clip, I'm going to just real quickly, we're going to get rid of the white edges, right? We're going to make it look a little vintage, a little old. And one of the other things I do is I like to do it on the inside here. So when I glue it together, there isn't a chance, not a chance, that any of the white or the light will show up. You know, because sometimes if I glue it, it might not show, you know, how you guys can do that sometimes, and it'll just show a little bit of white there. If I do that, there's not that chance of anything showing. So, let's get started then. I took some time and went ahead and prepped a little bit. I just ripped this little piece of scrapbook paper, and again, we're just going to darken the edges of it, age it a little bit, like so. And we're going to glue this down. And I'm using Fabri-Tac. I just happen to have a smaller bottle that I feel works a lot better for me. And what I do is I just refill it. So that's a little something you can do. Now, this piece here I do want to put underneath there. So before that dries, I'm going to try and just get that on real quick. I'm not going to bother putting any glue on the perforated part. So I'm going to just kind of squeeze that in there. There we go. Now this looks kind of funky, the background, and it's because I tried doing like a vellum with my paper, and one of the things that I saw somebody do online is they covered it with oil. So I thought, okay, I'm going to give that a try. So this is just a scrap, and I'm hoping that it'll dry clear. If not, it's not a big deal. It just adds that vintage look to it. Then I have a little piece here from, a Tim Holtz set, I believe. And I am going to just take that little piece off of there that looked like it was stamped out. And we're going to just do that and glue it on. Come on. And I think I'm going to cover up this bottom hole just a bit. I'm just going to do that. I still like that one though. And then I have a pin nib that I picked up at the antique store. And that one I'm just going to, instead of using my Fabri-Tac, I am going to use my E6000 so that that way I know for sure that it's going to stick. I'm just trying to get the cap off. There we go. I'm going to put a little bit in here like that. Okay, kind of messy, but I'm going to just put that in there like that. Oops, I'm just getting it all over the place, aren't I? You know what I'm going to do? I just going to maybe get a little bit more inside that. It's getting stringy. Just so it makes contact with the paper a little bit. And while that sets, what I'm going to do is just get a piece of washi tape and I'm going to put that on there like that, just so it holds it secure while we work on the other side. Okay? We'll see. We'll see. Okay? So then this would be the back side, and what I have here, let me grab my pieces. I just have a couple of pieces here. One year I was at Michael's, it's been a while, and they had these little memo pieces, you know, they're little sticky note, memo notes, and they had all different kinds of styles. And I went and I picked up every one that they had, because I'm finding out a lot of times, even this one here, because it's such a vintage look to it, I find a lot of times that you can use those things, even this one, check that out, I picked that one up, like this, as a backdrop or a piece on your scrapbooking or junk journals. So I would, you know, picked up those when I saw them, and I use those just for my collage work. So I have that. I'm going to get a little bit of antique linen here and just run it over top of that a little bit more, just to give it a little bit more antique-y look to it. And we're going to glue that down. And, you know, over time, the memo part, the sticky part, you know, at the top, it loses its stick. So that's fine with me, because I'm just going to use them for gluing on my pieces for my scrapbooking. So I don't care that the sticky part of the memo is there anymore. Then we have these two little girls. And I'm going to just get a little bit of that white cut edge taken off of them. And it's going to be hard where I can't get down in there. So hopefully I can do it that way. Yep, I did. Yeah. And I'm going to glue them down like so. So I hope everybody's doing okay today. I have a house to myself, so I thought, let me turn that, I thought I'd get some crafting done today. So we'll do that. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to do is make the card that goes inside. So that would be the front of the card. This is going to be the back. I kind of like it as it is. I mean, I could put a little bit of washi tape on it if I wanted to, but now I don't know what happened to it. Here it is. So I could just put a little piece here if I wanted. Yeah. Just kind of do that. And maybe put another piece up here. Put that under. Okay, I think that looks a little better, right? Pleasing to the eye. So now we're going to work on the card that goes in. Like I said, I took one of these cards and I just kind of eyeballed it. I put it in and I wanted to check and see how far, if the tab is at the edge, how far in, and since it has lines on it, it made it easy, and I just cut it off and I rounded the corners. And then this one here, I took some you know, book paper. It just happened to work out that it said Splendid. I did not plan that at all. Isn't that funny? So yeah, then I edged it, you know, inked the edges, and I'm going to stick this right in here. So the next thing I'm going to do is put it on the paper clip like so, and then get my trusty old glue here, and I'm just going to do the three sides. Now I always do mine from the right side. Like I said, even with the paper clip, everything's on one side. You can do whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to run some glue at the top, glue around here on just the three sides, like so. And I just want to make sure, so that might be a little wide. I want to be able to get that card slid in and out of there. And then just kind of press it together. You could get by without even putting glue at the top up here if you wanted to. Let me get that centered a little more, just in case I can't move it after it glues, but yeah. So we're going to do that. And then this would hopefully, once it dries, will slide in and out. Now I'm not going to leave it in there because chances are it could get glued in place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this set and dry. I'm going to go in there with my bone folder and just make sure there's enough room, and then slide the card in there once it's dry. Same with the nib right here. I'm going to let that dry and not move that. So yeah, so that's what it's going to look like. If I left this in here, it'll have it, you know, sticking out like this. This always looks good on the edge of a page. You know, when you slide it on a page, having these little tabs sticking out. Or you could have it this way. Of course, that tape's not going to be there. You know. So anyway, I just, you know, something quick and easy that I'm doing this afternoon. Something that I thought I'd share with you. You could do any kind of collage work that you wanted to on these. I just, yeah, having fun with them. I really am. So that's it. That's my today in a nutshell. I just wanted to share with you what I'm working on in my little studio today. Hope you guys are having a great day. I really appreciate you stopping by. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos. Like my page if you like it. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. And visit my Etsy shop sometime. Okay? I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping in. Bye.